What's going on, and welcome back. What a shitty day. What a shitty day. Oh my god, dude. I don't even know how long this video is going to be because it's one of those days. Let me tell you. Let me start from the beginning on how this was the best day ever. The best day ever. Okay? So, I get up and go to work this morning. And I look at my phone. And I have half battery life on my phone because I forgot to charge my phone yesterday. I'm like, great. It's just great. I like to listen to music while I'm on my phone. While I'm at work on my phone. Luckily, my battery lasted on my phone until I got out of work, whatever. Anyways, so I get to work. And it starts off normal. They want me to do mowing in the yard and stuff there at work. So I moved some trailers around because where I needed to mow, there's trailers parked there. So I move them. And I'm fixing to mow, and my boss calls me that we need to go to the hospital to help them haul some old furniture to the dump. So I jump in the dump truck and I'm hauling this furniture to the dump or whatever. I'm on my last load. I go dump these they're not beds, they're those they're kind of like beds, those things you sit on when you go to the doctor's office when they're checking your blood pressure and all that shit. I had about 5 of them in the back of the dump truck. I go dump them, and I get back to the yard, and 2 of them didn't fall out. 2 of them didn't fall out of the back of the dump truck because they got stuck. I was like, oh shit. I'm not going to say nothing because I don't feel like going back to the dump. I need to get this damn grass mowed, right? Oh, on top of all that, I forgot to mention, on top of all that, I'm just having anxiety. Luckily, I didn't go into a full-blown anxiety or panic attack. I just anxiety all day. I'm just like, oh, God, this is the worst, man. And that is kind of the worst. I'd rather just have an anxiety attack and just get it over with. But when I'm just having anxiety, it just doesn't go away. It's just with me all day long. And my head was hurting. I was like, why the hell is my head hurting? And then I started getting this knot in the back of my neck. For my anxiety, it's like, oh, that's why my head's hurting. Because I had this freaking knot back here in the back of my neck. Anyway, so I'm feeling like shit all day. And I had to cut grass. And I started cutting the grass. And my allergies kicked in. I was like, oh, God. It's like, it don't stop. Now, on top of my anxiety, I have allergies. And I'm sneezing. My nose is running. I'm like, oh, geez. Lunchtime rolls around. And I'm like, I'm going to go to my mom's for lunch. So I go to my mom's, I make me a sandwich, and I don't say nothing about my anxiety. I don't tell nobody nothing. So she goes, oh, look at this. She had this can of hibiscus sparkling peach tea or something like that she got from this store called American Shaman. They sell CBD products. So it's this tea. The can is in the shape of a Red Bull can. It's the same shape, same size, and all that. She goes, you want it? I was like, oh. I was thinking in my head, yeah, I need it. So, because the tea had CBD in it. I hadn't taken CBD in a while. So I drank it, and I go back to work or whatever. And about maybe an hour later, the CBD kicks in. Now, I'm super calm. Super calmed down. I still am. I don't know if you can tell from my eyes. I still am. I'm like, oh my gosh. Not high. I'm not high. I'm just really relaxed. And on top of that, my allergies are still kicking. So I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, get out of work. As I'm walking out of work, my boss stops us and tells me that I have to go in tomorrow morning before 6 o'clock in the morning. That means I have to get up at 5 a.m. I'm like, oh, this is great. This is just great. It doesn't stop. The excitement doesn't stop. So I'm like, okay. Let's add on top of the day I was having. Now I have to go in. Now I have to get up at 5 a.m. I'm like, oh, this is just awesome. So I go pick up my son from school, and I'm thinking, okay, now I need to go to the bank because I got to deposit some money because I need to go get a money order so I can pay my freaking storage. I go deposit the money. My son's like, can we go get a snow cone? I'm like, okay, we'll go get the snow cone, and then I'll stop by the post office so I can get a money order. We're there in line at the snow cone place, and the snow cone man comes out and says that he lost power in his little snow cone shack, whatever. Okay. So my son was like, let's just go down the street, we'll go to the convenience store and I'll get me a popsicle or whatever. Okay. I go, before we do that though, I'm going to stop by the post office before they close so I can get a money order. So I go to the post office and they don't have power. I was like, oh great. That's just perfect. My storage rent is going to be a day late because now it's after 4 and the post office closes at 4:30 or something like that. So we go to the convenience store to get him a popsicle. They don't have any power. I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? I know that there's a convenience store right here by the house. I told him we'll stop there. You can get an ice cream or whatever, and then we're going to go home. We walk into that convenience store. They're out of power. So I called my mom, and I asked her. I go, do you have power at your house? She said, well, yeah. I have power because she's on the same grid as the hospital. Because she lives like maybe a block away from the hospital. I was like, oh, okay. And my mom don't live that far away from me. She's like right, well, from where we're at, she like lives maybe half a mile. If even that. So, we get home, and I notice on my phone that's dying, by the way, it's got like a little slither of battery life left that my Wi-Fi's not picking up on my phone like it usually does when I get home. I walk in the house, turn on the light, and there's no power here. And I haven't had power. I don't even know what time it is. It's got to be like, oh no, I do. It was like almost 6 o'clock. 2 hours. We haven't had no power here. 2 hours, man. My phone's fixing to die. I have no lights. I have to open the windows just so I can make this video because there's no lights. I don't have nothing right now. There's no power. It's so freaking hot in this room. It's so hot in this house. On top of that, there's a big thunderstorm like blowing in over here to the east. Oh God, I wish it would blow in. It would cool things down a little bit. So yeah. What an awesome day today. Oh, and it gets even better. It gets even better than that. Check this out. So, I have to shower in the dark. No big deal. No big deal. I also shaved in the dark. Did I shave right? Let me see. I think I shaved right. Anyway, so I get out of the shower and I go get me a beer from the refrigerator. And like, I'm gonna sit in this room, in this hot ass room. Anywhere you go in this house, it's gonna be hot anyways. So I was like, I'll just sit in here, and I'll have this cold beer, and I'll play the Vita. Cause I always had the Vita like charged up. Hit power on the Vita, and the battery was dead. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And then I remembered the Switch. So I go get this. I get the Switch, my son's Switch, by the way, and I turn it on, full battery. I'm like, yes, I'll play the Switch. You know, just sit here and play the Switch. The power comes back on, and it needed an update. I was gonna play Super Mario Odyssey, because I'm like, I don't know how far I am in that game. Maybe halfway. I'm not too sure. I'm looking for the game, right? Looking for the game to play it on the Switch. And my son comes in the room. I'm bored. I have nothing to do. And he goes and he sits in this chair. And he spins it around. Now, I got the back of this chair like leaned all the way back. Because that's how I lay here and play, you know, video games and watch movies or whatever. He swings the chair around. Knocks my beer over. Spills it all over my keyboard. I'm like, oh my God. Are you kidding me? I just barely got this keyboard too. But it's like, it's not sticky. I cleaned it up. We're taking keys off, you know, we're cleaning it up. He walks out. I find the game. I put it into the Switch. And the Switch says it needs an update before it could play the game. I'm like, oh. So how am I going to update this thing? I don't have Wi-Fi. I don't have internet. I don't have power right now. I just clicked OK and whatever. I guess the update was there or something. I don't know. It updated. I'm like, yes. And then a little thing popped up on the screen that said Switch cartridge is unreadable. I was like, oh God. Really? Really? I take it out, I put it back in. Same things. Card is unreadable. Cartridge is unreadable. Like, oh. Dude, it's quiet in here, isn't it? It is super quiet in here. I purposely did not edit music into this video so you can just hear the quietness. You would think you hear my son yelling in the background, but no, because there's no power. That means there's no video games going on over there. Anyway, I take the cartridge back out. I reinsert it. The game comes on. I'm like, yes. Now I can play Super Mario Odyssey. I start playing the game. My son walks in here. And he says, Dad, I can't take this anymore. He wanted me to take him to my mom's. So I'm like, oh. All right, man. So I went and dropped him off at my mom's. And here we are now. Here we are with a sort of a warm beer. CBD kicking. Anxiety's gone though. But my allergies are still here. The hell was that? But yeah, who knows how long it'll be before I get power. Hopefully not that long. Because I gotta upload this video. And it's hot, man. I need to turn the air conditioners on. But you know, it's not just me. A lot, like half of the town is, oh, actually, the whole damn town is without power. What's going on is they're like putting in these new poles and stuff, so they like turned the power off on my town. It sucks, but hey, I'm pretty sure they'll get it up really quick because there's gonna be a lot of pissed off people, a lot of miserable people. I'm one of them. Let me tell you right now, it sucks. It sucks. But no, I go to my mom's house and guess what? She's got AC going. The TV's on. Life is great over there. Over here, it's shit. It's pretty shitty. But yeah, that was my day. I hope your day is a whole lot better than mine. So now I'm going to sit here, play the Switch, and wait for the power to come back on so I can go pick up my son. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.